Hello everybody. Today we are re-canning canned cheese. And yes, I know this is a rebel recipe. So if you are anti doing this, just click the red X. Don't watch, don't stress yourself out, because I'm going to do it anyways. First, I am cleaning the lid with vinegar. You are going to want to sterilize your jars. You do not can this any bigger than half-pint jars. This is a water bath. So get your jars going in your canning pot and let them boil while you're getting this ready. You're going to want everything sanitary because this is a water bath, so you know all your basic rules on water bath. You're going to heat this up. Do not add water, milk, or anything to thin this down. It's obviously already had everything done to it to be canned, so you do not want to mess with that, in my opinion. So put this in a pot, which I'm going to do now. Everything's been cleaned with vinegar to sterilize it. And I'm going to put this in a pot and slowly bring it up to temperature. You want to stir it frequently because you don't want it to burn. And I hate this can opener. I really hate it. Can you hear it? I thought if I spent more money on a can opener, it would be better. Well, that isn't always the case. So open your cheese, get it in the pot, and we are going to heat this up. Once it is heated up, we will fill our jars. Like I said, you want everything to be sterile. And I don't want to cut myself on this lid. There are a few things that are a little cheesy. Somebody had asked, what are the 2 things that you couldn't live without in a SHTF? Mine was cheese and a shower. So, I am doing this cheese. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Let me put this camera closer. Oops. Sorry guys, wiggling you around. And like I said, we're going to slowly bring this up to a bubble. Get it hot. I'm going to get my jars in a water canner. And like I said, if you disagree, I understand, but I have not killed anybody yet, nor would I want to. So this has a 2-year shelf life, if you're wondering. I don't know of anybody who's had theirs last more than 2 years, so you could always put a jar back and see how it does after 2 years. Just for your own personal, I want to know. So go ahead and get that going on low. And I will get my jars in there. Like I said, you do not want to can these in any bigger than a half-pint. And I will see you when we are filling the jars. So I will be back. Hello. I thought while everything's getting hot over here, I got my jars boiling. My cheese is just about up to the bubble. Be careful, that does get very hot. But I thought I'd show you some of the books that I do use for canning. I don't just willy-nilly everything, and I do research everything that I can. And I do understand that some people do ball and only ball, and that's fine. But I have the Oklahoma Extension book that has things like this in there. So I use it a lot, and you can get those. I believe every state has an extension office, and this is the Golden Anniversary book. So I use that. And then I have the Blue Ribbon Preserves book that I like real well. And then of course I have the New Ball book, and if you've looked at it, they're actually using real lemon juice now in a lot of recipes. When people were adamant, no, you can't do that. Well, yeah, you can. I have the Ball Blue book, and I have the Ball Complete book of home preserving, and I have a few others back there, Amish and things like that. So, I mean, there are other canning recipes and books out there you can use. It doesn't mean you're going to die if you can from something other than the Ball Blue book. So I just wanted to share some of the books that I use, and that you know, yes, I do my research, I do follow recipes, and I do can some of my own recipes, like the chili verde and such. I think as long as you follow basic rules of canning meats and other things like that, you will be fine. So just wanted to share that in between my boiling pots over here. So I'll be back in probably a few minutes to start jarring up this cheese. Roki dokie, we are ready to roll. Everything is hot. I had this on low, so it will take a while to heat up, but it will keep you from burning your cheese. And once it's really heated, mine came to a bubble. You want it that hot, it thins out. So like I said, don't add any water or anything to your cheese. And this fills about 13 half pints. I have some vinegar there to wipe my rims. Jars are hot, everything's hot. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. You want about a 1/2 inch of head space. And those little squatty jars, those are nice for if you just want some dip, because they have the fatter lid opening. So there you go. I am going to wipe the rims on this. If you like, you can go around and debubble. And you will water bath this for 20 minutes. Crash. Make sure you have nothing on your rim. You want a good seal. I did boil my rings, and I have my flats in hot water. And back in the canner. Hot, hot, hot. Haven't water bath can in so long. It gets pretty steamy around here. Everything is clean as well. Just washed my, what do you call these things? A canning mat. I don't like putting my jars in a bowl. It scares me. Too much glass on glass. So I will finish filling these up, and I will see you when the canner's loaded. Okay, so all the jars are in there. Make sure that they have at least an inch or two of water over the top. When this comes back to a boil, start your timer for 20 minutes. So I will see you when these come out of the canner.